walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the...
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Loss of 9 on the play.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On the return is Pettis. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 20.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Barkley on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way.
Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He was brought down by...
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's caught. Shepard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he finds Penny. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Right there.
Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a 49er first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for... This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
To Brandon Ayuk.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? how much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Jones
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
at their own 48-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 12, fellas. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
He's got daylight. The 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Watch the whip.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist.
Throwing again. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go. What do you need? Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 55. Right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 41, Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Out.
Again, it's Barkley. Fights through at the 5. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. 6. I'm here all day. 60 Bison. 60, go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He was tackled.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing Jones. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54, 54.
And they take a knee.